December 6, 2025. An explosive-laden Ukrainian fiber optic FPV drone infiltrated Russian positions in the Lyman sector and locked onto a group of Russian soldiers. Moments later, the soldiers were seen running desperately in an attempt to escape the pursuing drone. At the end of the long chase, one of the soldiers became the drone's target. But did the attacks end there? Of course not. Many Russian positions in the same area were again under attack by drones. Russian soldiers became targets of the drones one by one. So what do you think about these drone attacks? Is it possible to take precautions against drones? We look forward to reading your thoughts in the comments. Look closely. The soldier trying to shoot down the drone under the tree is failing. A Russian soldier carrying a bag with unknown contents was captured by Ukrainian drones. It was not clear what the soldier intended to do. He was panicked and frightened. Looking around nervously, the soldier was either trying to escape or hide from someone. What do you think it was carrying? Ammunition? A drone attacking a soldier standing under a tree successfully targeted the soldier. The soldier, whose identity is unknown, was lost in a massive explosion. This time, Ukrainian FPV drones began a long pursuit. Their target was a lone Russian soldier wandering around. Unaware of the drones following him, the soldier continued walking helplessly across empty fields. He looked quite exhausted, but it was clear from his camouflage, weapon, and backpack that he was a fully equipped soldier. The tired Russian soldier sat down to rest, but still did not notice the drone preparing to attack. The soldier, who had been resting for a while, appeared to be injured. He was having great difficulty getting up. Thinking he was safe, the soldier continued to lie down, but an FPV drone continued to approach him rapidly. Within just a few seconds, the FPV drone struck the Russian soldier at high speed. A front line filled with swamps. This is the Donetsk region. An FPV drone is searching the route used by Russian soldiers in the area. This is a route used regularly by Russian soldiers. The drone, moving very quickly through the area, soon targets a Russian soldier. The Russian soldier luckily survives the first attack maneuver, but there is nowhere to escape here. The soldier who fell to the ground tried to stop the drone with his foot. In the Pokrovsk region, a Ukrainian FPV drone operator targeting Russian military logistics routes took action, aiming to attack logistics vehicles. However, shortly thereafter, he spotted a Russian soldier attempting to hide by remaining motionless in the forest in a very interesting way. This also demonstrates how experienced these Ukrainian drone operators are. The soldier, who was trying to remain motionless to avoid being detected by the drone, was unable to escape the approaching drone. You can support us by liking and commenting on the video. This time, it was an even more interesting attack. A Russian soldier tried to shoot down a drone with his automatic weapon but couldn't hit it. Then the soldier lay down on the ground, covered himself with a blanket, and waited. Why do you think he did that? Did he panic? The soldier covering him decided to wait motionless on the ground. The Russian soldier had now become an easy target for the kamikaze drone. A lucky soldier managed to survive a drone attack. But what the soldier didn't know was that there were multiple drones. The soldier who survived the attack began to flee, but there was almost nowhere to hide or take shelter. The soldier ran to hide under a stolen tree, thinking he would be safe there. But before long, a second drone attack occurred. The soldier, noticing the second drone approaching, resumed the fight. The soldier, who didn't even have a weapon, was at a loss for what to do. Strangely, the soldier managed to survive the second attack, but it wasn't over yet. An FPV drone took off for a third attack. The lucky soldier did not manage to survive the third attack. The drone belonging to the 3rd Assault Brigade is attacking soldiers who had previously been located and set up camp. Most likely, the soldiers are caught off guard while sleeping. They didn't even have time to escape. The soldier who tried to hide behind the tree failed despite all his efforts. Soldiers who thought forested areas were safer were met with a shocking attack when they least expected it. The fact that soldiers were attacked, even in an area filled with trees, clearly demonstrated that these drones are the most critical weapons of war. Ukraine's 414th UAS Brigade, Magyar's Birds, has targeted numerous Russian soldiers over the past 4 days. It is unknown whether the soldiers always being alone is a tactical situation. However, every time they were alone, they became the target of drones. By the way, your likes and comments on the video are a huge support to us. We look forward to your moral support. In an urban area on the front line, a soldier from Ukraine's 12th Special Forces Brigade, Azov, was attempting to take up a defensive position inside a damaged building. After observing the surroundings for a short time, he suddenly heard the distinctive buzzing sound of a Russian FPV drone approaching. Realizing the immediate danger, the soldier quickly raised his weapon and took aim. With a single, precisely timed shot, he successfully shot down the incoming FPV drone before it could strike, narrowly avoiding a deadly attack. 3 Ukrainian soldiers raised the Ukrainian flag near a tall building in Pokrovsk, Donetsk region, which is alleged to have recently fallen under Russian control. This shows us that Ukrainian forces have not abandoned the Pokrovsk region and are still continuing to defend it. Last night, a drone attack from Ukraine was carried out on a building in the Russian city of Ryazan. It has not been disclosed exactly what was targeted in the attack. However, it is believed to be a building housing the Russian military command. Ukrainian SOA FM unit of the 81st Airmobile Brigade took out Russian soldiers in the Siversk direction. When you look closely at the attacks, you see that the soldiers are generally elderly people. Why do you think that is? Could most of them be contract soldiers or people forcibly sent to the front? In the city of Bakhmut, located in Ukraine's Donetsk region, Ukrainian aerial reconnaissance continues to play a key role on the battlefield. In this footage, a Ukrainian copter is seen actively correcting the fire of a grenade launcher, guiding precise strikes onto buildings where enemy infantry has taken shelter. The coordinated attack inflicts heavy fire damage on the targeted positions. During the same operation, the evacuation of a wounded Russian soldier is also captured, highlighting the intensity of the ongoing clashes in the area. With the arrival of winter, soldiers on the front lines are facing even greater hardship. Russian soldiers attempting to set up camp are now sitting ducks for kamikaze, FPV, and fiber optic drones. Due to the rain, their trenches are filled with mud, so they are now trying to take up positions in the forest. Here again, Russian soldiers who have set up camp and taken up positions are being attacked by drones. FPV drones, which are capable of very fast maneuvers, can move very easily, even in areas with dense trees. Look at the soldiers standing still. As can be seen, Russian forces continue to suffer heavy losses in the Donetsk region. In the city of Toretsk, Donetsk region, soldiers from Ukraine's 12th Special Task Brigade launched a coordinated operation against Russian positions. First, Ukrainian forces professionally surrounded the area and secured all possible escape routes. Intelligence revealed that Russian soldiers were hiding inside an abandoned house. The assault began with Ukrainian troops throwing an explosive device into the building, causing heavy losses inside. After the blast, one surviving Russian soldier decided to surrender, first throwing his weapon away and then slowly climbing out through a window with his hands raised. After clearing the area, Ukrainian soldiers planted OZM-72 anti-personnel mines along key routes and withdrew safely from the operation zone. Ukrainian kamikaze UAVs carried out a series of coordinated strikes in the cities of Feodosia and the village of Novofedorivka in Crimea. During the operation, a Russian Su-24 frontline bomber was hit, along with a Castor 2E2 radar system and 2K1 podlot radar units. Ukrainian drones also struck a freight train and destroyed a Ural 4320 military truck in the area. In addition, a Russian Orion strike UAV was detected and eliminated during the same wave of attacks. These strikes significantly disrupted Russian air surveillance, logistics, and frontline strike capabilities in the region. You can support us by liking and commenting on the video. The war between Ukraine and Russia is still raging with full force. However, neither side has been able to reach an agreement yet. While Russian forces want a large piece of land, Ukraine is still defending itself and trying to regain the territory it has lost. What do you think will happen in this war? Will Ukraine give up, or will it be able to regain its territory? We look forward to hearing all your thoughts in the comments. However, it should be noted that both sides are suffering heavy losses. While Ukrainian forces are conducting most of their defense with unmanned aerial vehicles, Russian forces are utilizing their infantry and numerical superiority. On a front stretching thousands of kilometers, both countries are constantly engaged in battles to capture and defend territory.